Hi, it's Martin, and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is a bit of a weekly catch-up and a bit of show and tell from the Stitches show. It is currently 8:45 on Sunday the 24th of March. It's a bit late, I'm a bit bleary-eyed. We've just driven home from London, and I realised I didn't do any real chatting this weekend while we were away. So if we want a video up on Monday to share some of the Stitches footage, we need to record the bits around it now. So it's Sunday night. Mark's prepping lunches for us for the week. So while he's doing that, he's very good. I thought I would sit down and have a little chat to you. Yes, he's very good doing lunches so that we have food prepped for the week, which is a big thing that we've got into now health-wise and all the rest of it. So yes, if you hear noises in the background, that is Mark chopping vegetables. So yeah, we've just been to the Stitches show, which is at the Business Design Centre in London. It's a massive show. I have a little bit of footage coming up later. It's a very big show. It's on for 4 days. It is Thursday to Sunday. And we've been there mid-morning today, and it was really great to have a look around. Yeah, lots and lots to see. Lots, because it's the stitching show. It's not a knitting yarn show. There were independent yarn dyers there, which was really great to see, but there were lots of other stores and exhibitors there. Loads and loads of fabrics, some amazing fabrics. Like there was this really amazing, it was boiled wool was what the label said. It was so soft, and I was like, I don't know what I would want to make with it, but it could be a something. As well as like sewing machines and really big fancy sewing machines that will do, I think, everything, probably sews it for you. And sewing knickknacks and embroidery and yeah, loads of good things. I was very restrained with my purchases. I've only made 2 purchases and neither are wool. That's right, not that I need any more wool. But we'll come back to Stitches in a little minute. Let me do a quick progress update then. So let's talk sock, because I set myself a challenge last week to finish the blue sock. Did I finish it? Get your answers in on a postcard. Don't put them on a postcard, just guess now. Are you guessing? Yep, keep guessing. Right, final answer. Did I finish the sock or not? No, I didn't. I've nearly finished the sock. Yeah, I ran out of time. But I have made good progress on my Toft doll. So I'm happy with how I've done that week, this week. It's been great to not have things to do and not have band and stuff. But I've done quite a lot of crafting, but not quite finished the sock. So it will be finished this week. Especially here in the UK, we have a 4-day weekend coming up. It is a bank holiday. Is it Easter bank holiday? Yeah, it's Easter bank holiday. Yeah, everyone in the world have a bank holiday for Easter? I don't know. We have a bank holiday for Easter, so I've got Friday off and Monday off, which is amazing. So I can do lots of crafting. But I'm nearly finished. So these are the Spiral Splash socks by Stephen West, for those of you that may not have seen previous videos. And I'm using yarn, which is hand-dyed by Nick of Cool Woolens. And I've nearly finished. This is the second sock. I've nearly finished. I have, you can see the pearl bumps here in the contrast color. I've got 7 to go. So how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got like that much to go. So I'm not far off, and then the toe. So I'm so nearly there. I feel like I failed this week because I didn't quite get them finished. But there we are. It's fine. it'll all get done. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt one day. I have got it on a t-shirt. Maybe I'll put it on a t-shirt that you can all get. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't record these on a Sunday night. Delirium sets in. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting this finished this week. So hopefully there may be a sock dance. Banging. There may be a sock dance coming up in future episodes. So we will keep checking in on that one. The honeycomb socks I didn't work on. I was going to try, and I have been prioritising the blue socks. So the honeycomb socks, if you saw those from last week, I've not made any more progress on those. That was my stretch target for the week, to finish the blue one and get to the heel on the honeycomb. I didn't do that. But maybe we'll get some done on that over the weekend. Again, we'll see. The other thing then that I did start, so I mentioned last week that I've started my Toft doll along, and we are making Mary Annin, who is a paleontologist, or who was a paleontologist, born in 1799 and died in 1847. This is a pattern by Kerry Lord of Toft, and this is the Making Women Who Made History series. So it's a 3 times a year subscription, and this is Mary Annin, which is the first edition or first subscription for this year. And I'm also running this as a kind of a doll along over on Instagram. So lots of folks are sharing their progress on Mary Annin or any of the other Toft dolls from the Making Women series or from the doll pattern book. We've got a few people finishing off their mini advents from Christmas and spurring themselves on to do that. So tag me in your pictures, your videos. It's really great to see the creations that you're making. We've had a couple of finished dolls already, starting to finish in a week. I'm definitely not that quick, but you may have seen this from one of the shorts that I put up on YouTube, and I started and finished the head and the body. So you start, it's bottom up. So you start here with the cream, then we move into the stone, oatmeal for her head, and then we've got the colour change in the camel? Cocoa, in the cocoa colour. So she's got this colour change built in, which is really cool. And then when you put the hair on, it's easier to see where the hair placement goes because you just follow the outer line of the scalp. So I finished the head and the body, and I've then done 1 and a bit legs. So I finished 1 leg, and I've done 2/3 of the cream on the second leg. I will do that tonight. Now, once I've finished chatting to you folks, I'll sit down from the telly, sit down from the drive-in, and take a breath, decompress. We definitely should be recording these or maybe I will be decomposing at Sunday night. Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Cheery thought. Yeah, no, let's not. I'm not editing that out. I don't know. You may have seen it, you may not. So I've done 1 leg, and I'll finish the second leg tonight. So I'm going to keep checking in on Mary Annin as we're going through the week. I'm going to try and do a little bit every couple of days. The doll along is going to run until the end of April, so there's plenty of time. In some years, I've tried to get ahead and think about doing a second one. I've got lots of other things that I have on my list of makes. So I'm just going to do Mary Annin. So as long as I finish by the end of April, then that is fine by me. So I'm going to keep her checking in as we're going. So hopefully, by the time you see her next week, I would love to have finished the limbs. So she's got 2 legs and 2 arms. And then the doll is done. It's then just all of the bits and pieces to then actually dress her. So the shawl, the hat, she's got a pinny and a skirt, and she's got these, I can't remember what they're called, not galoshes. They've got a funny name, the shoes. They're like, you won't see from the picture. They're on the other picture. I don't know what they're called. I'll tell you in a future video. Stay tuned for more news. So yeah, I'm gonna keep checking in on Mary. She's living in my Toft subscriptions project bag because this is a Toft subscription. So they're the two things that I've been crafting on this week. A bit of progress, a little bit of slow progress. My quiet week, I did spend one evening at least when I just sat on the sofa and I didn't do anything, and it was glorious to just, I was going to say it again, decompress, and just watch some telly and just not really worry about anything. So that was quite nice. So Knit365, I didn't knit every night last week, but I'm looking forward to this week. Short day at work, 4 days, and then a 4-day weekend, which is going to be amazing for crafting. So they're the two things that I worked on in the week. And as I said earlier at the beginning of the video, we've just come back from the Stitches show, which was, yeah, busy, very, very busy, and it was very big. I have some footage, which I'll put up shortly. It is by no means a full behind the scenes yarn show or stitching show tour. We were going today. I knew that Kerry and Toft were going to be there, and they had a big stall with a giant 7-foot or 6-foot zebra called Alice as part of the launch of the new updated Edwards Menagerie collection. Kitey, friend of the channel, the Yarn Whisperer, was also there working, not as himself as the Yarn Whisperer, but with Bex from the Pigeon's Nest. And I have one of Beck's kits. I had that for Christmas. I had the glasses case. It's got a little catch, that's why I'm doing that. So it was lovely to go and meet Bex in real life. We chat on Instagram. So it wasn't so much a going out and about, like when we go to yarn shows together and I film all the behind the scenes and we get loads and loads of footage. It wasn't meant to be one of those weekends for me personally. It was nice to just have a little trip to London. We went out for drinks and dinner last night, which was really nice. And then, yeah, today was just having a little look and just catching up with friends, which I think we all need sometimes. So will we put the footage, Mark, should we put the footage in now and then come back? Yeah, let's do that. So we'll put the footage in now. And also, I bought something that is a pre-order from the show because it had sold out. So I need to go and get the card to tell you. So you watch the footage from Stitches and then come back and I'll show you the things that I bought. trigger warning, there's a little bit of flashing in the next few seconds from the lights at the show with the camera. Okay, I am back. I told you there wasn't a huge amount of footage. But hopefully the footage from the balcony, you got a sense for just how big it is. And for a 4-day show, I think I've said this before, it's a little bit like Ali Pali, like the knitting and stitching show in Alexandra Palace. You could spend all 4 days there and still not really scratch the surface, I think. To me personally, it feels a bit overwhelming as a show to do in a day. So I kind of take the view that I'm going to go and see the people that I want to see rather than explore it all. So when we do yarn shows, I kind of spend the day going around and chatting and looking at all the different vendors. I feel like that show is just so big, it's really difficult to see everything, but it is a wonderful show that if you are a stitcher or a sewer and it isn't just knitting and crochet, I think that it's definitely something there for you. So yeah, it was really great to go. You would have seen a little bit of footage then that I took of Beck's, the pigeon's nest stand, which was so busy. Like, no word of a lie, I stood there chatting with Mark to Bex and Kitey for quite a while, and then had to almost jump and quickly do the footage because it was just so busy, which was so wonderful. And I'll link Bex's YouTube below if you're interested in finding out more about the pigeon's nest and how Bex runs her business and insight into running a small business with running a family with 2 little children. I really enjoy Bex. She's a new YouTuber sharing some kind of behind the scenes footage. So I'll share Beck's channel below. Go and give it a subscribe. Go and tell her that I sent you. And she has a video that I think was posted last week, just gone, about prepping for the show. So if you like behind the scenes footage, then I think that'll be a really cool video. I did make a purchase from Beck's stand, and I treated myself to a crochet pattern, which is one of the penguin. Look at him. He is so cute. This was Beck was telling me it was a Patreon exclusive pattern for her Patreon. And it's only available at the show. It's not going to be available online until later in this year. I think October, she said. But you could get it at the show. And one of my very good friends, Emily, is obsessed with penguins. So I'm going to make her an emotional support penguin. Because look how cute he is. So I'm going to make him at some point. I've got wool in my stash that I can use to make. Maybe I'll make a couple. I now have plans in my head for penguins. So yeah, I'm going to make penguins. So I picked that up from Beck's. And then the only other purchase that I made was from CraftySmith.com, CraftySmith UK on Instagram. And I'll link their details again in the description box below. This is their business card. And you saw footage, they were the stall that had all of the cross stitch, but all of their kits are based on puns. So if I've got their Instagram up that I can show you. So alpactus, I love it. Tiger lily with an actual tiger in the lily. Zombie, they're brilliant. It caught my eye as we were walking around, and I've picked up a kit. Yes, I know, all roll your eyes, all judge. No, I don't need any more hobbies. No, I don't really have time for all the hobbies that I've got already, but I've kind of toyed with the idea of, I just like the idea of doing a cross stitch. So I picked up one of the small kits. I think it's about this big. I don't know what that is in circumference, diameter. Can you tell I didn't do very well at maths? Diameter. Diameter? Not circumference. Diameter.
Diameter.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's about this big. And I picked up, oh crab, it's Monday. Which is super cute. And yeah, they have had such a great show. Lots of the kits. It's the downside of going to a show on a Sunday, where the vendors have done so well that a lot of the kits have sold out. So they were taking pre-orders on the stand and they'll get shipped out. So I picked up the Oh Crab It's Monday kit. And I was telling the lady, I didn't catch her name and it's not written on their Instagram account. But I was telling the lady that I've never done cross stitch before, and she said it would be a good beginner's kit because it was only a really little one. So at some point, it feels like it might be like a summer project. If it's really hot one day and it's too hot to knit, I can do my little cross stitch, and then it can live on my desk at work maybe, or on the desk in the office. Oh crab, it's Monday. Oh. So yeah, so again, I'll pop the Instagram down below. Please go and check them out. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that arriving. And when it arrives, I will show you and we'll do a little unboxing. And yeah, then the Toft stand. Wow. You've seen the book because I tapped it last week. Oh, can you pass me the book, please? It's on the floor. There is one joy of him being here. My glamorous assistant. Thanks. You come to say hi? Oh, he's boiling eggs now. So this is the updated hardback version of the Edwards Menagerie pattern book. And then the show was almost dedicated to the relaunch. So you saw all of the animals. So Kerry was on one part of the stall. And she was doing live demos for people to help them get started and all that kind of stuff. You can make a noise, it's fine. He's now draining the eggs. Live running commentary, this is a food channel now. And you saw all of the animals behind Kerry. So they are all of the animals from the book. And then you saw the other folks from Toft were behind the other part. So Rachel, Beth and Tash were on the other part of the stall with all the other animals and the large and the chunky size. And yeah, I was talking to Tash and it's the first time in many, many years. She did tell me how many years and I've forgotten the number that she said, that they've been to a show with just the natural colours, the creams, greys and browns, because Toft started out with those natural colours and then started to introduce the bright colours and the general colours into the menagerie as the patterns expanded. So when birds came along, for example. So it was really nice to almost strip it back and go back to where they started with just those natural tones. And it was really great to see the full range of animals and see the chunky animals. I would love to do some chunky crochet at some point. 8mm hook. I don't know what Mark suggested in the car at home. We do a chunky Emma the bunny. think that would be really cute. So yeah, so the Toft stand was great, and obviously seeing Alice the zebra, which is the front cover and is the commemorative patch for the book. So to see Alice and then get a little selfie with Alice was really cool. I did show and tell, so I took my Bo the dragon. So I showed this off in a previous video. So I finished Bo, which was part of the crochet along that Kerry hosted for Chinese New Year. So I took my Bo, and actually I'll pop a picture on screen now. So there's Kerry and I did show and tell, had to have a selfie, which was really cool. So yeah, thank you to Kerry for being so generous with time as always to stand and chat to us. And thank you for your lovely comments about my Bo. Yeah, he's super cute. I love his big eyes. Yeah, this is crazy. If you are new here and you've just discovered the channel, and you want to know more about Bo, hop back to I think it's the early February videos where you will see Bo the dragon being talked about and kind of taking shape. But this is yeah, really intricate. Well, you can see the beads glistening. He's got little painted toenails. He's super cute. So I love taking show and tell. So yeah, Bo came with me, and Mark, obviously. Mark was show and tell. And yeah, I think that is everything for this video. It is a shorter one than previous videos because it's just that week. Short videos are okay though. I quite like short videos sometimes. They're easy little snapshots into what I've been up to. So I've got some big plans for bank holiday to get ahead and finish off some of my pride. There's a body of a sheep. I don't know where the rest of it's gone. I need to have a tidy round as well. But there's a sheep body. I think they're underneath Mary's bag, and I don't want to rustle the paper. Yeah. So there's bits everywhere. So I'm going to have a good old productive bank holiday. So, yeah, stay tuned. Next week, I'm not sure what video you're going to see next week. I am hoping over next weekend to be interviewing someone. It's not something that I do very often. And I'm hoping to be interviewing someone who I've admired from afar for the way that they design their patterns for many years. They have a new book coming out. If you are aware of the Biggity Big book project, I will say no more for now at risk of cursing it, but I'm hoping to have that author who has a new book coming out on the channel next week. So I'm going to hopefully chat over the weekend. We'll do a recorded interview and then you'll see that on Monday. I was just about to say, I might do 2 videos next week. I know, because I then want to show some progress on the other things I've made, but I might keep that until the following week, because then that'll be the first week. Yes, let's do that actually. So next week's video will hopefully be the interview, which I'm very excited about, and I'm hoping it's going to be really interesting for everybody. So please come back and stay tuned for next week's video. And then the following week, we'll do a end of March roundup. A few of you have messaged and said you like the weekly format and like the shorter videos, but you miss the proper sit down and the roundup. So actually the following week's video, let's do a monthly wrap up. We'll talk about all the things I finished in March. Where are we with works in progress and all the rest of it. So I think that is a bit of a plan. Let's do that. So thank you very much for giving me some of your time as always. I hope that you enjoyed a little snippet into the Stitches show. Thank you to Bex and Katie and Kerry for stopping and chatting. Thanks obviously to Mark as well for coming to another show. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's fun. Man of very few words, you know that. Come and say hello. Give everyone a wave.
Hi.
You don't have to stay if you don't want it. You can stay if you want. It was just the way you... Come, don't come. Be gone. They've seen you enough. Yeah, it was really nice to be away. And we had a great time. We got in at 2:30. Oh, it was not a good morning this morning.
It was a fun night.
It was a fun night. It was a really fun night. We met Matthew from season 9 of Sewing Bee in a bar in Soho randomly, and then ended up spending the night with him. We had such a great time, so much fun. And we saw Matthew today, who was also a little bit fragile. So that was really good fun. So yes, thank you very much for being here. If you are new and you've liked what you've seen, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to subscribe, and it helps me to grow my channel. Go back and watch some of the previous episodes where you can see a bit more of the crafting. This was a bit of a different episode because it had a bit of behind the scenes stuff, rather than just me chatting about knitting and crocheting. So have a good week. I will be back next week, as always. So take care, and until we speak again, happy crafting.